If you're using Next.js without this, you're doing it wrong. Here are 5 powerful tips to take your Next.js app to the next level with server actions. Server actions are a game changer in Next.js, allowing you to run server-side logic directly from your components without needing API routes or client-side mutations. They make your code cleaner, faster, and more secure by keeping sensitive operations on the server while improving performance. You can define a server action like this. And then we can define a simple form that submits directly to a server action. No need for API calls or use state hooks. The server handles everything, making our code cleaner and more secure. Another useful thing about server actions is their ability to seamlessly integrate with Next.js caching, allowing you to optimize performance without extra complexity. Instead of refetching data manually, we use revalidate path to refresh only the page that changed. This keeps our UI up to date automatically. 3. One really useful thing when working with authentication is avoiding repetitive checks in every single action. Instead of manually verifying if a user is logged in every time, we can simplify everything with a reusable function. Here, we wrap our server action with auth. This means that if a user isn't logged in, they won't even be able to create a post. No need for client-side guards, no extra API calls. Everything is handled directly on the server. One really useful feature in Next.js is server-side redirects after a form submission. Instead of handling navigation on the client, we can use redirect to send the user exactly where they need to go, right from the server. We extract the form data, save it in the database, and then call redirect appending the application ID. This immediately navigates the user to the confirmation page without any extra API calls or state management. Another really useful feature to avoid rewriting code every time is creating a reusable submit button that handles form validation, loading states, and success or error messages automatically. We start by creating a button with a form action and type equals submit. It gets disabled when a submission is in progress, and we add some styling along with a spinner to indicate loading. To track the status of the server action, we use useFormStatus. Next, we define the handle submit function, which processes the form data. If a validation schema is provided, we validate the data first. If validation fails, we catch the error and display a toast notification. Otherwise, we proceed with submitting the data. Then we use useEffect to monitor the state. If the state contains a success message, we show a success toast. If there's an error, we display an error toast. Additionally, if the button has an onResult function, we call it whenever the action completes successfully. And we can use this button in a form like this. This is a code extracted from my last project. And that's the power of server actions. Instead of handling everything on the client side, we let the server take care of the logic while keeping the front end clean and efficient. Everything you've seen can be tested directly on Teachflow, the platform I'm building to revolutionize coding tutorials. Check the link in the description to try it out. If you found this useful, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on making the most of Next.js.